Stop! Stop! Just stop! Stop doing it! Seriously, stop doing it. Stop! Just stop! 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 I'm wearing the shirt! Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another edition of the best day of the week, another edition of Steve's Dang It's, presented by Advil. I had a headache this morning. I took an Advil. And the reason I had a headache is I tried to figure out what was going on in our first Dang It. Producer Nick, show it and see if everyone else can figure it out.
This team makes 0. Off of Cagliano, should be an icing call. It's waved off as it goes into the crease, and it's covered by Sogard. Loose puck, score! Oh my goodness, Lars Eller stayed with the play! The whistle never blew, he was banged home, and the Avs have pushed it to a 5-2 lead. Long time.
Okay, so let's take a look. I thought this was icing for sure. That was my initial thought. I think most of Ottawa did as well. No whistle blew. Sogard lets up on the puck. The puck is not covered. But my question is, Moj, the icing must have been waved off because there was a collision at the blue line. Logan O'Connor stays with it. Sogard doesn't cover the puck. And that's one of the most bizarre plays I've ever seen in a hockey game if that goal stands.
What? This grinds my gears. This grinds my gears because there are things that are true. They're definitely true, but there are also things that are also true. So what happens here? It's a game between the Colorado Avalanche and the Ottawa Senators. The puck is going down the ice and it's trickling, and everyone just stops playing. Now, the reason they stopped playing is it was an icing? Question mark? And that was the problem. It wasn't a for sure icing. There was no whistle. There was no communication that the play was gonna end. So, what do? You play to the whistle. So whose fault is it that the Ottawa Senators got scored on? It's the Ottawa Senators, because you play to the whistle and they didn't play to the whistle. Except, here's the thing. The Avalanche thought it was an icing too! Like, you ever see a player take a penalty and then they skate to the box without saying anything? They just sort of have their head down? Oh, they didn't just take a penalty, they did that! Usually every penalty call is the most preposterous thing they've ever seen, how dare you? So when a player goes with no fuss, you know they did it. Two visible members of the Colorado Avalanche here, Logan O'Connor and Lars Eller, stopped playing! They stopped playing. No, Steve, Lars Eller didn't stop playing, he's the one who scored the goal. You're wrong. He did stop playing. He resumed playing in order to score the goal. Everyone on the ice thought this was icing. Well, it doesn't matter because you're supposed to play to the whistle. Okay, fine. But perhaps some communication. Instead, you see the ref just gliding along the ice. Very like he's hunting them, like he's stalking them with his whistle near his face. So, like, here's what they're doing. By my eyes, they're waiting for the goal so that they can blow their whistle and point that it's a goal, which is messed up. I'm not saying blow the whistle, but how many times during a game do you hear something like "no" because the ref is trying to communicate "no"? To me, I think there's a lot of situations where no one's in the wrong. To me, this is a situation where everybody's in the wrong. Like, yeah, you're supposed to play to the whistle, but for me, this is the Stripes getting involved by not involving themselves. Can we all at least agree it's a problem when no one on the ice has any idea what's going on? Like, Lars Eller doesn't even give off the vibe of, oh, I'm gonna score here. He gives off the vibe of, I guess I'll score? And then he does? And by the way, that would go on to become the game-winning goal. The Ottawa Senators are 7 points out of a playoff spot right now with 11 games to go. Imagine if they were only 5. Steve, do you really? No, not really, but it'd be more possible than if it's 7. Dude, I point this out all the time in Steve's Dang It's. It's never good when no one in the building or watching at home has any idea what's going on. It's even worse when they don't know what's going on, nor do the players. So, because you never know what mood the guys wearing black and white are going to be in when they arrive at the arena, you play to the whistle every single time with no exception, you silly goose. That is a hat pick. No, that's a dang it. Good start. Our next dang it is where defense and goaltending goes to die. The Montreal Canadiens and mostly the Florida Panthers combined for 10 goals on 20 shots in the first 14 minutes of the game.
In hand on the Islanders. Chance right off the bat and they score.
the game, giving up nothing at even strength. Chance in front for Cousins. Puts it in front, and they score! It's Colin White with 32 on the year. Gains the line and sets up Bennett back for Verhaeghe. Score! Line. With Armia and Corey Perry was big. Here's a shot, and they score. It's first. Matthew Tkachuk moves in. Waits, sets up Forsling all alone. He shoots and he scores! It out in front. Now it comes in front of the Panther net. Sent towards the goal. They score again. Up Losterinen. Ekblad, wrist shot. Score! Aaron Ekblad! Hurra. Gudis lets one fly. They score again! Big scramble back behind the play. Lomberg and Gudis getting into it with a couple of Canadians. Play continues and Reinhart scores! Tkachuk off the draw, sends it to the net wide. Verhaeghe on the backhand, he scores!
This game ended 9-5! You know some dude showed up to that building late. Looking at the seats on the first goal, I assume a lot of people were late. Arriving to his seat like, oh, sorry, traffic's nuts. Did I miss anything? What? Yeah, you missed something. But this is an extra dang it for Sam Montembeault. Montembeault allows 3 goals and he gets pulled from the game. Jake Allen replaces him in the game and allows 4. After that, Montembeault replaces Jake Allen, who replaced him, and allows 3 more goals. Eric Engels asks what we're all thinking. Dear Sportsnet Stats, when was the last time we had a yanked goalie re-enter a game because his backup was pulled and not injured? Off the top of my head, I don't know. The only one I can think of, and there's an asterisk on it, is Dave Rittich and Cam Talbot. Rittich got pulled from a game. Talbot replaced him. This is back with the Calgary Flames. And then Talbot got into a fight with Mike Smith. I believe got kicked out of the game and Rittich had to go back in. Eric Comrie was left hanging for 10 goals earlier this season with the Sabres. He's like, I wish I got pulled. There are some people who love the dead puck era more than the hockey today. And as someone who was alive for both, that person's wrong. And I can only assume this game made them cry actual tears. That's a dang it. For our next dang it, Lucas Reichel of the Chicago Blackhawks scores?
Held in by Fabro, trying to wipe it over toward Yossi, but it caromed off Reichel, and now here's Reichel. Reichel for Athanasiou, broke it up, went over the line, no signal. And the Blackhawks have scored.
Pressure here, I mean, just tremendous hustle by the Hawks to create that pressure, and it's Athanasiou, a guy who's got terrific wheels. Puts the Nashville defender under duress, and when you do that, I mean, good things can happen. And here, an inadvertent intercept by Fabro, and then he runs into Saros, and even though the net does come off the more.
Yeah. It's nice that early in your career you can look back on a goal and go, that's the easiest one. I didn't even have to do anything. Who gets the assist there? It shouldn't be unassisted. It's very obvious the guy assisted on it. I don't want to take anything away from Lucas Reichel, but I do wonder if the NHL ever implements like a true own goal. Regardless, that's a dang it. Staying with the Blackhawks, but reversing roles, Alex Stalock, you can't do that.
Good to see that he's been able to come back on the ice the last few shifts. Off the ricochet, holding it Asplund. Stalock goes poking at it, and a penalty.
I think it's going to be a penalty shot. You're throwing the stick for Stalock. It'll be a penalty shot, I believe, for Nashville.
Nashville is being awarded a penalty shot for the goaltender throwing his stick.
You know, what I wonder is, did he throw it, or did, when he had it extended, did the stick get caught in the skate?
Here he is, Matt Duchene with Nashville down a goal. Duchene on Stalock, denied. Duchene lost the handle on the forehand.
Between the shootout and a penalty shot, as the ice isn't clean right now. Watch Stalock here. Oh yeah, he threw that stick. The right call was made. I thought initially maybe it got caught underneath the stick, but Duchene, as I mentioned, the ice doesn't get clean for the penalty shot. It does for the shootout with some shoveling. And for Duchene, this puck just rolls right off his stick as he tried to freeze Stalock, get it to his backhand. Another missed opportunity for the Preds.
Okay, fine. He ends up stopping the penalty shot on Matt Duchene, by the way. Like, dude, if you're going to take a penalty shot, whatever, I guess you have to. But on Matt Duchene, Stalock just yeets his stick. He's actually made the best of a bad situation in Chicago, Alex Stalock has, but that is, it's creative. I'll give him that. That's a dang it. Stalock also did something else in this game that I'm not going to quantify as a dang it, but it's funny enough that I just want to show you. If you're a goaltender, 10 the goal. But if you're a goaltender with no stick, definitely still 10 the goal.
Well, good save there by Stalock, and he had his stick extended. He was anticipating the Nashville player taking it back to his backhand, and
all's well that ends well. That's creative. Now this one we can do. If you're a goaltender, 10 the goal!
Flyers in control now of this game. They are carrying the play. Here comes Forrester. The young 21-year-old scored his first NHL goal in the second period. Deflected in front, open, and score! Brendan Lemieux, number 22, and it's 4-3 Philly. And the Hurricanes trail.
I know a lot more about the Drew family from a different state. And physical play. Right here you just see a good young guy, can skate really fast, works the game defensively, takes the boards away, and then he throws it out in front to one of his friends that'll throw it in the empty net. So fundamentally about 4 good things in that game.
Freddie, what the? Freddie! He leaves the net. He does not do it very well. It's a tied game in the third period. Frederick! That's a dang it. Might need an Advil after that one, too. For our next dang it, I don't want to pick on this goaltender in particular, but the next time Jacob Markstrom does this, he should be sent to the minors.
Sagan 30 stitches. Delandria trying to work it out in front. He's knocked down, slides the puck back to the line. Suter will put it down low. Markstrom cuts it off, chips it up the boards, picked off though. Here's Faksa, hits with a shot stop. They score on the rebound. Radek Faksa puts it home. And it's 2-0 Dallas, less than 2 minutes into the opening period.
Markstrom will go behind the net. He'll field the puck, and unfortunately he hits the ref right in the shin. That creates the giveaway. And then the chance, first of all, Markstrom with the first good save is Ben rifles, and he's got a good shot. It's one thing to get him right in the slots, pardon me. And there's the rebound there after the initial shot by Hintz, lets it rip, and then the rebound, you can see Markstrom's reaction here. He is not happy as Koska just makes it. Gets the rebound and goes right to the net.
Stop! Stop! Just stop! Stop doing it! Seriously, stop doing it. I picked him up in fantasy last week just because I needed a start. It didn't go great. Stop! Just stop! Stop. Stop. Flames scored 5 goals in this game. That was enough, right? Nope. Lost in overtime. Stop. Stop. Stop! That's a dang it. This next dang it is related, and I am making it its own separate dang it because Sportsnet stats found. How is this possible? Season in review for the Calgary Flames. Games decided by 1 goal. 41, most in the NHL. Losses in 1-goal games. 26, most in the NHL. Overtime and shootout losses. 15, most in the NHL. Posts hit. 77, most in the NHL. Third period comeback wins. 0, least in the NHL, or fewest. Losses when outshooting opponents by 10 or more. 21, most in NHL history. That is one of the most unlucky stat lines I've ever read. Like, you can have an unlucky night. The season began in October. It is genuinely difficult to do what the Calgary Flames are doing. The combination of inability to finish and make a save on anything, and yet they're still in the hunt. They're still in the hunt. If they had a little bit of luck, if they still had an excruciatingly unlucky season, but they were a little bit less unlucky, not even more lucky, a little bit less unlucky, they'd be comfortably in a playoff spot. Man, I don't know what to make of this, other than that is a catastrophic dang it. For our next 2 dang its, we have a couple really bad giveaways. Here's Timothy Liljegren of the Toronto Maple Leafs making a great play on the body and ruining it.
Parisi outlets for Bashing, who chips it ahead. Parisi pursues, trying to work around Liljegren, who bumps him along the wall and wins the puck. Liljegren lost it. Bashing walks in and fires and scores!
For this team, he's moved a little bit around in the lineup, but it's Zach Parise again. Scores the first goal, but he's hard work along the wall, and then it's just a read. And honestly, of course, that misfire there as well by Liljegren, that he isn't able to get it out. But you can see the hard work here by Parise. He gets knocked around, and then he redoubles his efforts, comes back. Fasching plays a little bit more defensively.
He makes a good play on Parise. Yeah, muscle him off the puck, get the puck, give the puck away immediately, and then the guy who you made the decent play on ends up scoring. Yeah. That's a dang it. This next giveaway is from Lucas Raymond of the Detroit Red Wings. I don't need to say anything. Listen to the commentators.
Second most goals from the start of the game. Had to go back to the 50s when Montreal did it against Chicago when goalies weren't wearing masks.
My.
There's a giveaway there to Bennett across, and they score. And who else? Matthew Tkachuk with his 33rd.
Easier than this. Lucas Raymond thought he was going to Olimata, but he didn't get enough on it, and Florida just, their eyes lit up like saucers on that one. Oh boy, right into the slot. And Sam Bennett says, thank you very much, Lucas, and we'll just cash in on that one.
Oh boy. Yeah, man, that's a bad one for such a promising rookie last year. Sophomore slump is real. That's a dang it. And our final dang it, McDermott of the Colorado Avalanche scores by shooting it several feet wide.
He just got held there by Ian Mitchell, the former Pio. They say no. Stop! Redirected down deep. Welcome back to the lineup, big number 56, and that will be his first of the year.
And that's why you shoot the puck right off the shin pad of the defenseman. I believe that was Murphy on the backside there. But boy, the fourth line right here, Newhook, Nieto, and Galchenyuk now have an identity.
You know what? Wayne Gretzky was right. You really do miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You just know when he got back to the bench, he's like, drew that up myself. I drew it up myself. Sure you did. That's a dang it. So, that is it for this week's edition of Steve's Dang It's presented by Advil. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends.